Hi everyone, welcome to another video. My name is Dr. Surakshit Batina, and I remember distinctly reading somewhere in a magazine that there was this one page 3 party where all these high profile women were there, they're socializing well, and there was this one particular lady who was dancing all well, all fine, and all of a sudden she takes out the champagne bottle from the ice bucket and she takes the whole ice bucket and puts on herself, and now she's all wet and she starts dancing again. So many people thought, okay, she was drunk and probably that's why she was acting up, but her close friends knew that she doesn't drink at all. So one of her friends went back and asked her, like, hey, you know what's up, why did you do that? And she said that, you know what, I had dribbling of urine and I didn't want anyone to know that I leaked urine in my dress. Now imagine if someone who is actually quite famous, quite popular in fact, and who has not really understood there was a treatment for SUI. You can imagine the countless number of people who have no idea that this issue can be treated, and then they sit at home just lying in the shadows, being aloof, not really going and socializing, and it really impacts the quality of life. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, I'm talking about SUI, which is also known as the stress urinary incontinence, which is nothing but the dribbling of urine every time there is an increase in the intra-abdominal pressure, which means every time she coughs, she sneezes, she laughs, or even does exercise. Sometimes even during intercourse, she does have the leaking of urine, and this can be very embarrassing for her. So unlike in the 1950s, women had very less life expectancy. Nowadays, women live for much longer than before. Also, women are attaining menopause much earlier. Previously, they used to attain menopause at somewhere around 55. Nowadays, the average age is around 45. Burden of menopause, also known as the genitourinary syndrome of menopause, is much more larger right now. So which means a lot more women are suffering from SUI, vaginal dryness, vaginal laxity, and everything else which comes under this condition. It's just not me saying this. Even the diaper manufacturers like P&G say that the adult diapers are a much bigger market than the baby diapers. So clearly we need to do a lot more in terms of educating people about these conditions and also giving them all the treatment options. So the main challenge what we are facing is that the gynecologist who treats your mom and your grandmom, she is really not well versed in the various procedures which are available. So that's the reason why she will say, you know what, you just have to live with it, this is the way it goes, and that all women have these issues. And generally the kind of advice they do is, you know what, go back home, do Kegels exercises, and you know what, just live with it. The issue is that going back and doing Kegels exercises is not really that easy. You can maximum do around 15 to 16 Kegels exercises in a minute, and then by the time that's done, you are tired, you want to go do something else. So the compliance of women doing Kegels exercises is very, very low. And so far, the only alternative what women had was, of course, the very invasive mesh procedures. And the problem with putting in these TVT and TVOT meshes is that, of course, one, you need to give anesthesia, it's an invasive procedure, and there are so many complications because of these meshes that Johnson & Johnson actually withdrew these things, and that's why they're not available in the international market anymore. It's only available in India. So now I'm very excited to tell you that yes, there are two other treatments what people can try. I am, of course, talking about vaginal rejuvenation and the HIFM technology. So before I went into cosmetic gynecology, I was doing a lot of research to find out whether if this is something that I can do. Would people come to me because I'm a male? Is this something that I should also invest my time into? But as I was going through all of this, what I have found is that using energy inside the vaginal canal was not something new. In fact, it has been going on for several centuries. In fact, the Amazonians used to take heated stones and put it inside the vagina just for the sake of vaginal rejuvenation. We also had the ancient Romans who went ahead and heated a metal plate and then warmed it up and put it inside the vaginal canal. And we had a whole book written in the 12th century just to explain about what all can be done for vaginal rejuvenation. So clearly it's not something new that we are trying out. It's just that the energy what we use inside the vaginal canal has changed from heated stones to CO2 lasers. So what exactly is vaginal rejuvenation and how does it help patients counter against SUI? CO2 lasers, when applied in the pixel format inside the vaginal canal, cause two things. It increases the heat inside the tissue and it causes microaberrations. So imagine if you have a cut on your hand and it's a very small cut. What happens is that you have a new vessel formation and new tissue being formed. The same way we are doing that inside the vaginal canal. So that is one part of it, and by increasing the heat inside the vaginal canal, we are also causing the neocollagenesis. A weakened urethra is one of the reasons why people have stress urinary incontinence. So by increasing the amount of collagen inside the vaginal canal, we are also strengthening the urethra. The other energy what we are talking about is absolutely amazing. It's very new. It's called as the HIEMT technology, where electromagnetic energy causes neuromuscular stimulation. So imagine you're working out your biceps. The maximum you can actually do is only up to one level. When you apply the HIEMT energy over there, it is going to cause a supramaximal contraction, which is much more than what can be physiologically attained. Now we apply the same energy in the pelvic area, and how we do that is that the woman comes in fully dressed. She doesn't have to remove any of her clothes. She just has to come and sit on the chair for 30 minutes, and she'll be doing almost close to 12 to 15,000 Kegels exercises within that time frame. So by using both of these technologies, we are causing two things. One, we are causing vaginal rejuvenation inside the vaginal canal. At the same time, we are also strengthening the pelvic floor muscle. And we have enough studies to show that yes, this technology actually works. So if you're one of those women suffering from SUI, or you know someone in your family who is suffering from this, go ahead, share this video to them. Let them know that yes, there is a treatment available and that they don't really have to live in the shadows anymore. So that's it for my video. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you guys got some good information out of this, and if you did, go ahead, leave a like, do share this with whoever has to see this right now. So if you're not following me on Instagram, go ahead and do that right now. Until the next one guys, see you and have a great day.